The Three Stooges, one of the most iconic comedy trios in entertainment history, have left an indelible mark on the world of slapstick humor. While their popularity and comedic brilliance are well known, there are numerous intriguing and lesser-known facts about these comedic geniuses. Join Facts First as we present Three Stooges facts that they hid from fans. There were a lot more than three. Before the official formation of the Three Stooges, there was a group known as Ted Healy and his Stooges. Ted Healy, an American vaudeville performer, formed the group in the late 1920s. It consisted of Moe Howard, Larry Fine, and Shemp Howard. Healy was the central figure, and Moe, Larry, and Shemp played supporting roles rather than being the main focus of the act. Eventually, the trio decided to leave Healy's group and venture out on their own, leading to the formation of the Three Stooges as we know them today. Shemp Howard remained with the group until 1932 when he temporarily left to pursue a solo career in film. To replace him, the Three Stooges welcomed Curly Howard, another one of Moe's brothers, to the group that year. Moe, Larry, and Curly became the most iconic lineup of the Stooges and are widely recognized as such. In 1946, Curly suffered a stroke, which forced him to retire from performing. Shemp returned to the group, reuniting with Moe and Larry. This lineup, consisting of Moe, Larry, and Shemp, continued until Shemp's untimely death in 1955. After his passing, the Stooges brought in Joe Besser as a replacement, though he left in '58. Finally, in 1959, the Stooges welcomed Joe DeRita, also known as Curly Joe, as their final member. We should also note that when Shemp left, he briefly formed his own act known as Shemp Howard and his Stooges. This group included performers like Sid Walker, Skins Miller, and Jack Harling. It's also worth noting that Ted Healy himself referred to various comedy acts he worked with as the Stooges, even before his association with Moe, Larry, and Shemp. Healy's Stooges at different times included performers like Fred Sanborn, Eddie Moran, and Paul Skinny Sanford. But these iterations of the Stooges were distinct from the later Three Stooges groups that gained widespread recognition. Curly's hair? When you think of Curly Howard, a bald head is likely the first image that comes to mind. But what people don't realize is that Curly actually had a lot of hair. Curly's real name was Jerome Lester Horwitz, and he had a head full of curly locks that he meticulously shaved for his iconic character. This thick hair was a surprising contrast to the shiny bald look he sported. Curly's decision to go completely bald was driven by both practicality and comedic effect. It allowed him to fit seamlessly into various slapstick gags, such as having objects stuck to his scalp. Curly embraced the comedic potential of being bald. His bald persona became one of the most recognizable and endearing aspects of his character. His baldness was accentuated by his clean-shaven head, which he maintained using a razor or depilatory cream. Interestingly, his natural hair wasn't just curly, it was also known for its vibrant red hue. In photographs taken before his transformation into Curly, you can catch a glimpse of his fiery red locks. Of course, Curly's decision to hide his full head of hair was an example of the lengths that the Three Stooges went to create their unique brand of physical comedy. His bald head, along with his expressive face, exaggerated physical movements, and slapstick woo-woo-woo sound effects contributed to the overall hilarity that defined the Three Stooges. Ted Healy's death. The death of Ted Healy, the original founder and leader of the Stooges, remains shrouded in mystery and controversy. On December 21, 1937, Healy was found unconscious in his apartment and rushed to the hospital, where he eventually succumbed to his injuries. The circumstances surrounding his death have sparked numerous theories and speculations, leaving a lingering sense of intrigue among fans and historians alike. One prevailing theory suggests that Healy's demise was the result of a violent altercation. According to this account, Healy was involved in a bar fight earlier that evening, where he allegedly clashed with several unknown individuals. It's believed the injuries sustained during this confrontation may have contributed to his decline in health. Another theory suggests that Healy's death was the result of a botched surgery. It is claimed that Healy underwent a routine operation to address some ongoing health issues, but complications arose leading to his demise. But this theory, like others, lacks concrete evidence and remains speculative. Adding to the intrigue is the possibility of foul play. Some proponents of this theory believe that Healy's death was not accidental or a result of medical complications, but a deliberate act. The reason behind that would be unknown, with speculation ranging from personal conflicts to professional disputes within the entertainment industry. Curly Circles. One of the most memorable and hilarious sketches featuring Curly involves him running around in circles, often accompanied by his signature sound effects and comedic expressions. Surprisingly, this iconic routine originated from a spontaneous moment of improvisation during filming. Legend has it that while filming a scene, he found himself momentarily disoriented and confused about his next move. In a stroke of genius, he decided to embrace the confusion and started running in circles, frantically trying to find his bearing. His fellow Stooges immediately recognized the comedic potential and adapted, adding their own reactions and physical comedy to the mix. What began as an unplanned moment became a signature move for Curly, and the running in circles routine became a recurring gag in many of their subsequent films and shorts. Money troubles. Behind the laughter and slapstick comedy, the Stooges faced significant financial challenges. Despite immense popularity and enduring success, the Stooges often struggled to secure fair compensation for their work, leaving them in constant financial turmoil. One of the main reasons for their troubles was their unfavorable contract with Columbia Pictures. The Stooges signed a deal that granted them a flat salary, which didn't include any profit participation or residuals. This meant that regardless of how well their movies performed, they didn't directly benefit financially. Additionally, the Stooges weren't given creative control over their projects. They had little to say in the script's direction or overall decision-making, leaving them at the mercy of the studio's choices. And their troubles were exacerbated by their personal lives. They faced expensive medical bills, particularly for Curly, who suffered from various health issues, including his debilitating stroke. They also faced legal battles over the ownership and control of their name and likeness. This further complicated their financial situation. Doing their own stunts. Moe Howard was particularly known for his fearlessness when it came to performing stunts. He would often take on the role of the heavy, enduring countless physical blows and falls for the sake of comedic effect. Moe's robust bill and resilience made him well suited for them, and he willingly put himself in harm's way to entertain audiences. Larry Fine, with his lanky frame and rubber-like flexibility, was also no stranger to physicality. He frequently engaged in acrobatic moves, contortions, and pratfalls that showcased his agility and comedic timing. Curly Howard, with his remarkable physicality and natural athleticism, was a true master of physical comedy. From backflips to high-flying jumps, Curly's fearless approach to stunts elevated the comedy to new heights. While the Stooges' commitment to their craft was undeniable, it's worth noting their stunts weren't without risks. Bruises, bumps, and the occasional broken bone were part and parcel of their commitment to bringing laughter to the screen. Now it's time to hear from you. Who's your favorite Stooge? Let us know in the comments section below.